All right, last problem for tonight's homework. Same as all the others, want to write the tangent line when x is 2. If we want to write the tangent line, we need to know the coordinates of the point. Currently, we only have the x value, so substitute in the x value and solve to find the point. 2 minus 3 squared. So 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is positive 1, so we have 1 over 1 is 1. All right, so we know our point is at 2, comma 1. And we need to find our slope. And as with all the others, that comes from the limit process. M equals the limit as x approaches our x value, which is 2, of our function, 1 over x minus 3 squared minus our y value, which is 1, all divided by x minus our x value, which is 2. And so we need to find a hole and take it out. Because if I plug in 2, I get 0 over 0, indeterminate form. Need to find that hole, need to take it out. So let's rewrite this, x minus 3 squared minus 1, that's all over x minus 2. Need to get a common denominator, so I need to multiply this by x minus 3 squared over x minus 3 squared. When I do that, I can then combine them, and I will get 1 minus x minus 3 squared all over x minus 3 squared all over x minus 2. And think about how all these problems work out. Something up here cancels with that x minus 2. And so to find that something, I need to expand that numerator. So I'm going to have 1 minus that thing expanded. So x squared minus 6x plus 9, like that, over x minus 3 squared over x minus 2. Keep going. You have to distribute that negative in. So we get 1 minus x squared plus 6x minus 9 divided by x minus 3 squared divided by x minus 2. Again, don't forget, we are subtracting that whole thing, which means every single sign in there needs to be flipped. And now we can combine the positive 1 and the negative 9. So we get positive 1 and a negative 9 is a negative 8. So we have a negative x squared plus 6x minus 8 divided by x minus 3 squared over x minus 2. And now let's factor the numerator. Pull that negative out. Negative x squared minus 6x plus 8 divided by our x minus 3 squared over our x minus 2. One more quick factoring. Negative blob blob x over the same stuff over x minus 2. And now what do we have? Two numbers that multiply to 8 and add to give you negative 6. What's got to be a negative 4 and a negative 2. And now look, x minus 2, x minus 2. And so we're left with negative x minus 4 over x minus 3 squared. So we found our hole, we've taken it out, so this becomes the limit as x approaches 2 of what's left behind. Negative x minus 4, like that, don't forget your parentheses, divided by our x minus 3 squared. Boom. Now we can directly substitute in 2, so we get a negative 2 minus 4 over 2 minus 3 squared, and I just need to simplify now. 2 minus 4 is negative 2, times a negative is a positive 2, over 2 minus 3 is a negative 1, squared is a positive 1, so our slope is 2. So I've found the slope, 2. Now all I need to do is write the equation. So y minus my y value, 1, equals my slope, 2, times x minus my x value, 2. Boom, point slope form, equation, finished. Again, pretty straightforward to go from point slope form to slope intercept form, solve it for y and expand everything. So y equals 2x minus 4 plus 1, so y equals 2x minus 3. And we are finished.